What's up, guys? Welcome to the world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Heiss. I'm joined, as always, by my friend in the baseball jersey, Matt Modai. What's up, dude? What's up with the baseball jersey?
Sometimes I just feel cool in a jersey, and today was one of those days where I kind of needed the extra confidence because I feel like I just got my teeth kicked in yesterday. So that's really all it comes down to.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, whatever works, dude. Yeah, I got slaughtered. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I hated the slate yesterday. Normally, I have like 8 to 10 plays throughout the day. I had 2. So I went with 2. I was like, all right, I'll take Chubb, like 60-plus rushing yards. Excuse me. And then Bo Nix, 225-plus passing yards. Both plus money. I think they were like plus 120 each. And then that was going to be the day. And then maybe I'll hit something at night just because I'm not gonna have action at night. But the afternoon games, I hated them. I was like, no, I can't figure out anything for this. So I could just easily skip those. I'll hit one of the 1 o'clock bets. I'll be up $20. Then I move on. You know what I mean? Bo Nix throws for 225 yards.
Or doesn't
23 yards. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's fun. And they had like a shot at the end. Like he was going way over. Like I was thinking, man, I wish I would have done 300 plus early in that game. And yeah, he just did. I was like, man, that is a kick right in the nuts, dude. And then obviously you're going to do the night game. So I talked myself into Mo Alley Cox.
Same.
Two receptions, and I knew the handicap was pretty flimsy. Like really flimsy because it's like, oh, well, he had 2+ receptions in both of the times that Flacco played. It's like, yeah, but I mean, that's 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like that couldn't be like the bedrock, you know what I mean, of it, but like it was. But I was fine with it. I was watching. My kid was playing basketball in the evening last night, so I was like, dude, we just gotta watch this basketball game. I already know my bet. It's in. I'm set. We're gonna drive home. The game's gonna start. It's gonna be an amazing night. And he was on a milk carton. Like, I never saw him. Yeah. So it was a tough night, dude. Tough night, tough day altogether. I think I ended up like 3.5 units down when it didn't have to go that route, but it is what it is, man. Like those are just days, dude, that they happen. They happen. They are what they are.
I mean, I had AJ Brown receiving yards and touchdown, and he got hurt. He didn't play the second half in a great matchup. And then like Dotson caught a long one. Devontae Smith caught a long one. So in my head, that should be counted as a win because I'm just like, those yards should just be added to AJ Brown. You know what I mean? But
100%. Yeah, those are his yards.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, the good news is there's a football game on tonight. We'll get to that in just a second. But there is a gigantic NBA slate since there's no NBA games tomorrow. I was thinking, like, why the hell do we have all of these games? Like, this is crazy. And then it's like, because Mondays, I always feel like they're not this big. They're not 11. That's like Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah.
Where everybody plays. But yeah, so a lot of games. I mean, just an enormous amount of games. I say we just start at the top and just keep going. How about that until we get to the end? Then we'll hit the football game. I got 2 plays that I absolutely love. I'm ready to be hurt again, is all I'm going to say about that. So, yeah, we'll get going. Not a ton of lines. We're starting to see the NBA slowly creep back to like what they are during this time of the season, where you just don't have that much at 10:30 in the morning. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's superstar time. I always say superstar points time this time of day.
And like that's all you get.
Yeah, and just grab some of those because like I said, if he doesn't play, the bet voids. And if his buddy doesn't play, then you have CLV, just dropping out of your pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The dog just woke up. All right, so let's roll. Let's go Milwaukee, Cleveland. I would say the only thing I absolutely kind of like right now, it's probably in your wheelhouse. Oh, it's gone now. It's over. It was Darius Garland's 3s. If it was 2.5, I would take it like plus money. It has been. Now it's 152.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much dead in the water.
Yeah. But, I didn't bet this game. I don't like situations where the 2 teams play like back-to-back games against each other, I never know what to do. Like I galaxy brain myself. I'm like, do you just bet what happens? Do you bet the opposite of what happens? Like my brain turns into a pretzel.
Yep.
If I were to play it, it would just be Darius Garland points. Like Donovan Mitchell scored 30 last time, so why not Darius Garland tonight? Pump that up to 20, get plus money. But I didn't bet it.
Yeah. They're getting tricky because I don't see anything for Lillard on the screen here at OddsJam.
Yeah.
And that means Giannis is really at there's a chance he sits. Like, I know he's on the injury report and all that stuff, but injury reports in NBA are almost as worthless as the NFL. Like,
they don't mean anything.
They don't really tell you anything. And that's where we're at now. But yeah, no Dame. We can't bet him, so there's really nothing you can do with the Bucs side because there's only one guy that is that has points or that has anything listed, and it's Giannis, and he might not play.
Yep.
So there is that. But yeah, I'm with you on Garland. I do like guards against the Bucs. Always have, always will. So I could see 20 plus. I'd say we write that down. Let's write that down. See what we got at the end of this thing.
Plus 105 at FanDuel.
Okay. All right. So next we'll look at looks like the Warriors Wizards. This is another tough one. I don't know what you do with this. So we have literally no Warriors listed right now.
Yeah.
0 Warriors. We have 4 players total listed. Alex Sarr, no thank you. Bilal. I could see Bilal in a situation.
He's a good player.
Yeah, I'm not hating on him. Bub, is it Bub?
Yeah, it's Bub. Carlton. I don't know if these guys are just Fresh Prince fans, but he's Bub.
Yeah, I can't go Carlton when
No.
when everyone else is calling him Bub. Like, I feel like that's
wrong.
Yeah, like Carlton. Like, he probably literally started being called. Well, actually, no, that show was
in the 90s.
When that show was that kid wasn't even born yet. Maybe he got named after Carlton. That would be kind of crazy. You don't see that a lot.
And then they were like, we got to call him Bub.
Yeah, let's go Bub. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was just the phase. And then Jordan Poole revenge game. All right, so I've been on a pretty tough run lately. I kind of got it back over the weekend. So Saturday I did well. Brandon Miller and then someone else, Jalen Wells. It was a group ride, so I didn't put that on the streets. It was just a group ride for the tips. He capped 15 plus points. He ended up with 15, which was fun. But anyways, that was the beginning of me starting to feel good about basketball again because Jordan Poole was the beginning. That's why I'm telling you this. Jordan Poole was the beginning of that. Had him 25 plus points plus whatever. It was a very short plus money, but he ended up with 24, and I was like, oh God. Like, this is how it starts. Same night, Giddey, I needed him 6 plus assists, ends with 5, had 1 taken away. It's well documented with us last week. Like, it was someone else the next night I needed him for 6 assists, gets 5, had 1 taken away. I think it was Davion Mitchell. But anyways, the point is, are we ready to go back to Jordan Poole? Because this is a revenge spot. No Kyle Kuzma, so there's no governor on this engine. He just will do what he wants. Would you do that?
No, I didn't bet this game. I feel like there was a lot of really good situations where matchup like worked out perfectly with the player that scores in that exact way or rebounds or assists or whatever. This wasn't one of them. With 15 games, I didn't feel the need to push the envelope. So I am not going to talk you off of it. I'm not going to bet it myself.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the score app. All right, I'm trying to figure out here. So the Warriors are trotting out still like 30 people.
Yep. And Steph's he's technically questionable. He might make his return tonight. But I mean, I doubt it. Like, why would you do that against the Wizards of all teams? Maybe just to get him to get his feet back under him. But
no, you can't.
You
can't bring him back tonight.
Yeah.
But I mean, looking through B-Pod, Jackson Davis, Buddy Hield. I mean,
he can't miss
the line, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. But at the same time, that pool number kind of low. I mean,
it is low.
That's a little I don't know. That's kind of slap in the face low. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, do guards really do much against this Warriors team? I'm looking through their logs right now, but I mean, it's Jordan Hawkins went for 28 against these guys.
That guy's a stud.
Yeah, I mean, he can shoot. He went 4 for 14 that night, though. So let's pump the brakes. You know what I mean? That's from 3. So I mean, it's, you know what I mean. Like, a great shooter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not to take anything away from him, but Jesus, bro.
All I heard was 14 attempts.
What's that? Yeah, I only look at how many attempts he
Yeah.
had. The night before, though, it was because Zion and Ingram, basically what you were talking about. They played the same team the night before, and it was the Pelicans, and it was Zion and Ingram both went for 30.
Yeah.
And Hawkins ended with 4 points that night. CJ had 5 points that night. You know, so like I don't know. Yeah, I think you kind of stay away unless you want to go Bilal.
Could go Bilal.
That's that 15.5. I mean,
plus 100.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. I feel like Bilal deserves better. I mean, 12 shots, 14 shots, 12 shots, 16 shots. So it's not like he's taking a ton of shots, but he's done this in 4 straight games.
Yeah.
And I think, Kuzma was in one of them.
Yeah, Kuzma missed the last 3.
Now Kuzma was in 2 of those. So he's only played 2 games.
Oh, the last 2.
But I mean, I just wish it would have ended with more shots. Like, he only took 14 shots. He made 11 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, that's to get 27 against Atlanta. And then the next game, played 33 minutes. Looks like that was kind of a beatdown, too. So, like, maybe we got that going on for us. But he scored 22. It was against the Heat, 8 for 12.
See, after that, like, that's going to come back the other way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to bet after that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really look at this game at all. So I don't have a ton to add.
Yeah, that would be the only thing. I'm trying to find something here. All right, so, and then Bub. Do you think about Carlton here in this situation? Just know that he played 37 minutes last time out, and he scored 4 points.
Sounds like he's due.
He had 8 assists, though, which is interesting.
Oh, whenever you get to the Spurs game, pop out with out indefinitely with health issues.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. We'll see. I mean, I bet you they pull it on lines. That could be it, man. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Guys are getting older, and it's, you know what I mean? It's just like they just tell him you can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Hope he's all right.
Yeah, no doubt. Lakers, Pistons, anything from you?
Another game that I didn't bet. Like, I looked at the NBA slate last night because I wanted to be prepared. So there's some games that I do have thoughts on. We just haven't happened to be the first 3. Feels like Anthony Davis, it seems like a good rebounds play. I mean, the number's probably astronomical, but the Pistons just don't have any shooting on this team. And that just wants me, like, nobody that can really stretch out Anthony Davis to be on the perimeter. So he's just going to get a bunch of rebounds. Like I said, the number's probably like 13.5, which is why, which is exactly 13.5. That's a crazy number.
Yeah. They got to stay in the game too.
Yeah.
For you to get there, because that's kind of those are like volume plays.
Yeah,
rebounds.
But he could have like 10 in the first half.
Yeah, whereas points, though, you know, you can take the guy on the team that's favored. You know what I'm saying? Because the beatdown could happen because he's scoring the points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with those other categories, it's especially rebounds. That's this game's going. Everybody's getting full minutes.
Yeah. I also kind of like a Durant double-double. Like he's he's a guy, like he's just a double-double guy. And I feel like the Bucs never really give you that crazy price. Like I feel like you're kind of getting short, like relatively short odds. Again, I didn't bet this one, so I'm just kind of firing off the hip, but that's where I would go. And like 27.5 is too much, in my opinion, for AD.
Yeah, I can't. I'm looking at all these numbers, and it's just they got it right.
Yeah.
You want one of these 3-point shooters to get hot, Tim Hardaway Jr. Maybe take a Cade Cunningham first quarter points line. You know what I mean? Like whatever that is. 6 points at close to even money doesn't feel that ridiculous. I don't like going 6 though, but at the same time, that's not crazy. You know what I mean?
But
And
like,
I think he is a legitimate superstar.
but like during double doubles, plus 145. Like I get Anthony Davis might
Oh.
foul out, which is the concern with him. But plus 145 for during double double, I think is pretty good.
Yeah, coming off 13, 17. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Do the Lakers give those up? Would be the
I
question.
think they give up a lot of points to the roll man.
Yes.
If I remember
Jakob,
correctly.
19 and 12.
Yeah.
Jakob, 19 and 12.
I love lot. Yeah.
Jared Allen.
Jakob will make
Jared Allen, 20 and 17.
And Evan Mobley went off in that game too. Different player, obviously, but
Correct. They're definitely different people.
he's a big guy, is all I'm saying.
Yep. Yeah, definitely a big guy. Sabonis triple-double. So we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 games. In 3 of them, we saw a double-double. And then the Nurk is the Suns are who they played.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
They played him twice, and he didn't do it.
Yeah, he doesn't count. He plays like 20 minutes a game.
13 and 14.
Yeah.
So everybody's big that's played these guys, and that big includes Jakob. In the 6 games, everybody has a double-double. Every center, except for the Suns, again, who they don't even – the guy only plays like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he doesn't
– 15 minutes.
Yeah, Nurkic doesn't count.
Yeah, write down Duran.
Double.
Duran.
Plus 145, FanDuel.
Is it Duran or Duran? I call him Duran, but it's spelled Duran.
I think it's Jalen Duran.
Yeah, we'll work on that. It's a long year. We'll be fine. Best price for that?
Plus 145, FanDuel.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
We should bet that right now.
I'm down if you're down.
I think they stay around, dude. I think you're right. You want to make a big ass parlay?
The Pistons I feel like they're kind of frisky this year. Like they're not as bad as they don't win, which I like, but they're frisky.
I don't like that word. I don't like that word. That's what Nigel said about the I don't even know what the
Raptors.
Yeah, it's been uphill battle with him ever since.
All right, we'll find a synonym for frisky and apply that to the Pistons.
Pesky? Yeah, that would work. There's a 25% profit boost on same game parlays at FanDuel, and maybe they give us a same game parlay plus. So if we have 2 different lines in any of the same games, we'll get that bonus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it feels like something we should definitely do. The plus 145 though is not a price that's even like we shouldn't be able to bet that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
13. So let's look at one more thing. 13-17 last time for him, which that's a big boy game. That was against the Nets. So they are, kind of trash, but not really. He did get into foul trouble, it looks like. No, he did not. He played 18 minutes against the Knicks, 5 and 7. I'm not sure why that happened. Do you remember that game?
I don't remember that game. All I know is foul trouble is a concern with him. Even though if it wasn't that game specifically, he could get 5 in the first half.
Yeah, no, the game before that he played 10 minutes and he fouled out. He never scored. He had 6 points.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's this isn't a lock, but plus 145 for someone that'll match up well, like athletically with AD.
Yes, no, I'm with you.
You could do a lot worse.
It's plus 145, guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're not talking about something that's not plus 145. All right, let's go to the next game. We'll go to the Celtics Hawks.
Yeah, this one I felt, I'm not going to say the bet is easy, but it was pretty easy analysis for me. It's Trae Young, 30 plus points. Guards against the Celtics. It's been a play all year. They've given up the most points per game, the point guards. LaMelo Ball just went off for 30 points in back-to-back games against them. Damian Lillard went off for 30 plus points against them. Your boy Deuce McBride hit him up for 22 in like 24 minutes. Jordan Poole lit up the Celtics. He scored like 18 points in the first half. It's just a system play. If someone can run a bunch of pick and rolls, can pull up from 3, and can stress a defense like a 3-level scorer, they're gonna have a lot of opportunities against the Celtics. And Trae Young scored. He went under this in his most recent game last year against the Celtics. He scored 30 plus in 5 straight games prior to that. Granted, some of those was the playoffs, which I get this a different atmosphere, but Trae Young, even he did in the regular season last year against the Celtics, scored 30 plus points. Trae Young could do it. It's like The Celtics are great because they keep winning. So they have no need and their defense is awesome. But like I said, when you give up over 100 points per game, you have to funnel those shots somewhere. And this is where the Celtics funnel them. So plus points, Trae Young. I got it at plus 130. I think it's now best offered at plus 125. That one, like I said, that's an official bet for me. That made my channel. That one is one of my favorite plays of the day.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm going to have something from that game. I'm going to figure out a way to attack it, though. Might not be with Trae 30 plus, but it also might be. Let's see some first quarter stuff. I bet you that's a running game.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if not, then you go back to the full game 30 plus for Trae, because that's 26.5 right now at Ballybet, which is absurd. You know what I mean? Like their 30 plus should be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, the Grizzlies Nets.
Yeah, I'm stealing a play from your book. Dennis Schroeder assists.
Yeah.
The Bucs have caught up a little bit. It's plus 125 for him to get over 8.5. That's what I locked it in at this morning. Let me see if that didn't change. Hopefully, if it changed it. I mean, hopefully for the people you can get a good price, but hopefully for my own personal sake, it didn't change that much. There you go. 8.5 plus 115 at Fanatics, minus 128 for if you want to go over 7.5 at FanDuel. Plus 138 at Ballybet's crazy. They don't count for me, so that's why I didn't mention them. But
yeah, that is pretty wild.
But yeah, no Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
he's out. Double. No,
ruins the assist.
So I looked this up. They've played 67 minutes together. In those 67 minutes, Ben Simmons has 18 assists. Dennis Schroeder has 3.
Yeah. Steals all the assists.
Per 36, with Ben Simmons off the floor, Dennis Schroeder averages over 10 assists per 36 minutes. And he plays 35 minutes per game. So it's like, I mean, it's right there.
Yep. Yeah, so Schroeder double-double if you're into that kind of thing. Plus 270 at Ballybet right now. I think he can get a double-double. I don't love the opponent, but I do like the opponent for the fact that they just run up and down the floor.
And they're not an assist team either. Like the Grizzlies, I have it in my notes because the Schroeder was another play. The Grizzlies give up the 6th most field goal attempts per game to the roll man. That's assisted. The 6th most points per game to spot up shooters. That's assisted. And the most catch and shoot field goal attempts against them as well. Those are all assisted.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying go 12 assists plus 550?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Basically,
he got 14 against the Nuggets.
Yeah, no, the Nuggets are a big time assist team, which we'll get to in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the screen. It is, it's not going there for me. Kings Heat.
Got to play this one as well. I told you I was ready. Terry Rozier points.
Okay.
Let me see I can get the best. So this one was annoying because his over-under is 15.5. And when I checked this morning, you couldn't get anything between 15 and 20.
Yeah, I hate that.
And 20 plus just wasn't worth it. Like you're getting like, I think either plus 200 exactly or sub plus 200, which I didn't think was worth it. So this was a rare time where I played a play for minus money.
Ooh, that's disgusting.
Sorry, I know that, and I had to clear my throat. Anyways, but
17 even money at ESPN. That's about the only place.
Yeah, that's not worth it. So I played over 15.5 minus 115. It's disgusting. I get it, but the end of the day, we can only do what we can do. If you want to go over 17.5 plus 140 at DraftKings, that wasn't available this morning. That might be the play. Okay. Over 17.5 plus 140 at DraftKings. That's what we can put on the screen for our super producer. We can put up over 17.5 plus 140. So I generally don't like to bet Heat games because it's like Russian roulette. It's kind of like the Warriors. You never know who's going to play.
Yep.
But Rozier's been getting Spurs too. But Rozier's been getting consistent minutes. He's played between 31 and 34 minutes every game. He's taken between 12 and 16 field goal attempts every game as well. So if our floor, we need him to get 18 points and he's shooting, 15, 16 a game, like that's pretty good. He's gone over this number in 4 of 5, but he did miss it last game. and he's coming off of his worst shooting performance of the season. So we get just like naturally some positive regression there. He scored 12 points while going 4 of 13 from the field. But what I really liked about this one, aside from the matchup, which we're going to get into, 3 games in which Rozier scored at least 16 points. In those 3 games, he shot 5 of 15, 7 of 16, and 5 of 14. So like those shooting splits are awful. You just normalize that a little bit. He gets the 16 points that I got. He gets the 18 points that you guys are betting. And the Kings defense allows guys like Rozier to score. They've given up, the Kings have the most points to spot up shooters in the NBA. That's how Rozier scores over 60% of his points. And he actually has the most points per game via spot up in the NBA. So Rozier points.
I like it. I hate the Heat games. I would take a Heat player though. So just because it is the Kings, they like to go fast.
Yeah.
Jazz Bulls.
Yeah, I didn't bet this one. The Bulls, it's Russian roulette with assists between Dosunmu, between Giddey and Kobe White. Like I think someone's going to blow up for assists, or they all just might hook their numbers. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Yeah. So I didn't bet anything in this one. The Bulls are a team you want to target for point guard assists, or the Jazz. It's going to be an assist fest, but I didn't have a bet in this one. I just didn't know where to go.
What about Laurie?
Is he playing? Is he back?
I think so.
I know he got hurt. He's game time decision. I mean, if he plays, it could be Laurie points or Laurie threes. He's
21.5 points. I'll take that.
You can get 25 plus for plus 170 over 22.5 plus 105. Yeah, that's solid. I think that's solid, Laurie. That's right. That's part of the reason why I didn't bet this game, is because there's only 2 guys you can bet on.
Yeah, the biggest issue I see right now is that there's 2 players.
Yeah. Okay. Seeing it, that jogged my memory. Yeah.
All right. So next game, Knicks, Rockets. We actually have lines for this one, so there is some places we can go. I don't know if you've thought about Deuce McBride yet, but that's the only thing I've really thought about.
Yeah, I was going to say you're not going to like this, but the 2 plays that I like the most in this game are both unders, so I'm not even going to mention them. But if I were to take an over, it would either be Brunson points, but his numbers are so high, 27, 28.5, or you could just get McBride for over 9.5 or you could get over 11. You can get 12 plus for plus 145 at Flip. You can get over 10.5 plus 120 at ESPN Bet. That probably makes more sense than Brunson, to be honest with you. So I'm with that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know that if we attack Houston yet. I don't know if that's a thing, but it does look like Deuce is involved.
I mean, he's playing between like 25 and 30 minutes.
20, 25, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
yep.
He's out there. But yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough game for me as well. We'll have to move on. These are going to be difficult because they're going to be on during the football game.
Yeah, that's true.
The Brandon Miller game? No, it's Hornets, Timberwolves, 9 p.m. We've got a great end of the night slate too. 1, 2,
yeah, we do.
4, 5, 6, 7 games. 7 more games, and we're already at 9 o'clock.
Pretty good.
Do you go with Brandon Miller, or do you just assume this is going to be a beatdown since the Timberwolves did lose to the Spurs last time out?
Yeah, I do like Brandon Miller. I don't know if this is the matchup for him because like a shooter, the Timberwolves do a pretty good job guarding shooters. At least they did last year. Obviously, this year is always different. I kind of like to go bare points and rebounds. I know you're like a just take the points guy in that situation, but his over-under for points and rebounds are basically the same number, and he could have 16 rebounds in 10 points. So like for him, I think the points and rebounds make sense. The concern with him is he's got a sprained ankle and he's currently questionable, but I bet it because if he doesn't play, then we'll just get that refunded. You can get over 24.5. It's minus 105. So again, it's not plus money, but they don't really do outlines for points and rebounds. So you don't really have the option. But
they do a FanDuel later in the day.
Yeah, not right now. Fair point. Yeah, not right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to wait and see if he actually is in or not, and then bet it, you could do that.
Yeah. I don't know. The only interest I have is Brandon Miller, 20 plus. We'll have to see how the day shakes out. He looked fine the other night.
He did.
He just missed shots, but I mean, he was fine. Like, I don't think you got to worry about injury. If they can hang with Minnesota, here's the thing. Ball, Bridges, and Miller, not bad.
That team can score. And
Yeah.
Trey Mann's good too.
Yeah. So, I mean, they can hang around. I do think the Timberwolves are actually good, though.
Yeah.
I just don't know where they are in their contender arc. Do you know what I mean? Like, do they get mad about losing a game, or do they just say whatever? Do you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like, you know, contenders will. I think they haven't started great.
Like, they're like 3-3, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
So maybe they're just like, hey, let's just get to the playoffs. But I mean, they strike me as we want the 1 seed type. Do you know what I'm trying to say by that? Like that's where they are in their contender arc. But like, I don't know I just don't know if they're there yet.
Yeah.
I like to really respond though to a loss against the Spurs.
Yeah, I like the first quarter point prop for Anthony Edwards, but it was priced at 8.5. That's too much, so I didn't bet it.
Yeah, I can't do that either. Maybe Miller. All right. Orlando OKC. This is a hell no game.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's Mo Wagner, maybe. That's a roller coaster ride that maybe doesn't need to be taken tonight. You know what I mean? Just because we got enough sports on, I don't know that you really need to throw Mo in there.
It's exactly how I feel about some of these. It's like, you know, if there were 2 games tonight, maybe you could get there, but tonight's not one of those nights.
No. Brandon Ingram, maybe tonight. Portland and the Pelicans.
I kind of like the Ayton points or rebounds, but then I realized it was Ayton, and then I decided not to bet it.
Yeah, I mean, 16. I kind of like the way Portland was playing the other night. They look very spry. I give them spry. Like they just Jeremy Grant just seems to keep playing.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he looked good. The Abdia looked
Denny Abdia
like an actual player, but
he can ball.
He's one of those European guys that totally understands basketball, so he can affect the game in so many different ways, and he knows it. So that's the only problem I have with him. Is he's like
to me, he's like a PRA guy. Because you never know, which I know you don't like. Yeah.
He'll just affect the game in so many different ways. It might be points. I mean, he could drop 30 on you. My bad. I don't know that he's dropping 30 on anybody. But 20, he can go over it. Like when you see 11.5 for him, you're like, oh, shit. I should be in on this. And then you realize, like, oh, no, I shouldn't be in on this because that's about where he's at. And I want him to be more of a scorer, though, because he's not bad.
Yeah. I would agree with that. He can do it. He just doesn't.
Yeah, because he's smart and he understands basketball. Like he'll make the smart pass. I'm like, dude, don't make the smart pass.
Yeah, make the dumb pass.
Just fucking dunk it, dude.
Yeah.
We need 12 points. Yeah, so maybe I go to his points. I mean, who knows? I don't think I attack the Pelicans, but like I said, it's on the table.
Yeah.
Indiana, Dallas.
Yeah, this is a Kyrie Irving points game. The Pacers give up the most points per game to isolation scorers. They did the same thing last year. The Pacers did. They allow fourth most points to pick and roll ball handlers as well. It's the way the Pacers play defense, man. They just don't send help. They just let guys cook them off the dribble. It's been the case this year. It was the case last year. Could be Luka, but he hasn't really been that great as a scorer aside from he had one good game against the Suns, and he's been really inefficient. And Luka's kind of the guy who just plays himself, and he just shows up fat and then kind of figures it out. He did score 32 last night, but that was off 5 of 13 shooting from deep, and he hasn't shot well from deep all year. So I'd rather take the player with the lower number in Kyrie.
Yeah, I don't mind Kyrie at all. Tough he gets lost sometimes with Luka, but you're right. I mean, this might not be they're not really an assist team, the Pacers. So there's that.
So, I mean, yeah, I bet his under assist, but I couldn't give that out on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, so I guess what I'm saying is under assist would mean Kyrie points.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I like I said, that was a tough one for me. I can't go there. All right, Toronto, Denver.
Yeah, this one.
They've already played, which I hate.
Yeah. But I mean, the way to go here is Pirtle again. Just why not? Go right back to it.
I mean, do you do that? It just feels like a bad idea, but at the same time, like I'm kind of in. You know what I mean?
Look at rebounds. Look at what centers have done rebounds against the Nuggets. It's been crazy. If you want to pull it up and see, I also can just tell the people
18 per game, second in the NBA, second worst in the NBA. Guess what I meant. Walker Kessler just grabbed 14 against them. So what you just go double?
Yes, I think the odds are terrible on that, if I remember correctly.
Well, we have Odds Jam, so we can just pull
see.
it up. Yep, minus 130 is best offered at FanDuel. You're doing minus 130 for Jakob double. That is just disgusting. I don't know. I would think we'd wait on hang on one second. I would think we would wait on a number for Sheed.
Yeah.
Well, Sheed.
I can see that.
They are the assist number.
Yeah,
Davion Mitchell. I mean, dude, he got me the other night, but man, I was thinking double for him. But yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. I don't want to do this just because it is on the road too. Assist guy, but Denver, they're
an assist team.
Yeah, like how do you just deny that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing, like Davion Mitchell is 6.5. I mean, it's for plus money,
high, bro. Yeah,
I just don't know if he's a 7+. Like he's not a 7+ assist guy.
No, he just got that tonight. He had 19 potential assists last game.
It's pretty good.
I mean, that's great. Jamal Sheed had 10 in 14 minutes though.
That's crazy. I mean, look, to be fair to Davion Mitchell, 8 assists in one game, 11 in another, 7 in another. So he has been good. But yeah.
After the night I had him.
Yeah, 5 the night you had him.
Yeah. I'm gonna say how many. I haven't seen how many potential assists he had. I think it was Friday night.
12.
Where do you have a place to get those quickly like that?
It's props.cash.
Okay. Then they have potentials?
Yeah. Sometimes they're a little glitchy where like they'll just have the number at 0, even though NBA.com will have it. So if you see a 0 number, you know that's not right, but they're pretty good.
He had 12 potentials.
Sure did.
Didn't get me sick.
Last game he got 19.
That's a lot of potential assists. I mean, they just know that he cannot shoot.
Yeah. He doesn't want to score. That's the problem. Like it turned like for a way less dramatic example, but it turns into Ben Simmons, where the teams just know he doesn't want to score.
Yeah. And it's like, well, then how do you even affect this game? It's like, how?
Yeah.
All right. So maybe we would check Sheed because this could be a blowout. I just don't respect Toronto as a team. They're not. I mean, look at these names, dude. Barrett, your guy. Jakob has been trotting out there. Grady Dick. Like, that's your team. You know what I mean? Like,
it's Dick season.
It is. Yeah, Nigel's been going out. Like, I'm trying to figure out when he's bet these guys because, like, they've only played 7 games. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, well, I've been riding Dick every night. And I'm looking, I'm like, well, it was one night, like 2 nights he didn't do it. And then there was another night he didn't do it. So he's done this once when you've had him.
So he hasn't ridden Dick.
Yeah, it's like riding Dick. I mean, that sounds disgusting, but I guess that's what he's doing. But but every time I'm looking at the game logs, it's like you had 30 burger. It's like, yeah, but you didn't have them that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you had him the day before, but then it's like you've been riding, but then he had 15 the night before, so that actually lost. So I don't know. I don't know where all the Dick money's coming from, but it's a great story. I just don't think this team's any good.
Well, yeah, they're terrible.
They did beat the Kings the other night. I'll give them.
Yeah, that didn't count. That was a revenge DeMar game.
Yeah. How many did he end up with tonight?
He went over. I didn't bet him, but I do know he went over his point prop, whatever it was.
All right. Yeah. So maybe Jakob. I don't know how you bet this game.
It's Jakob or pass. which is probably the only time that's ever been said.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. Like we're in a Jakob or pass situation, which doesn't feel good. Philly, Phoenix. Any interest here?
Yeah, Paul George's first game back. You could go one of two ways. Does that mean there's value on Tyrese Maxey? Because instead of his over-under being at 30.5, it's 26.5. Or is it because it's Paul George's first game back, they're going to want to show him off so you can get 20 plus for plus money? For that reason, because I don't know, I didn't bet it. I think I would lean towards Maxey, but it's tough. But like I wouldn't disagree with anybody that thinks it's Paul George.
How's the talk about George? He's ready.
He said he could have played, like he was healthy enough to play last week. He just needed to get his conditioning back. And the players never lied about their status. So
yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
that sounds kind of honest though.
Yeah,
like it was. I wasn't like that's almost saying I wasn't really in shape.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, well, that's breath.
Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah, I'm out on that. That again could be a beatdown, and I definitely want to see more.
And I don't like betting the Suns when all three guys are healthy because it's Russian roulette. It could be any. It could be any of those.
Could be anybody. Yeah, one of those guys starts going off. Next thing you know, you're watching a Devin Booker masterclass while having all kinds of money on Durant.
Exactly.
That's so not fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so last game, Spurs, Clippers. Obviously, the news of Popovich health issues. That is really sad because if a health issue keeps you out like that has the potential of being bad. I guess is what I'm saying. That sucks, man.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'd say Norman Powell scoring game. Same with James Harden. Probably Powell more than Harden, but I mean that's how they score. You got little Chris Paul revenge angle. 1,000 Spurs could play in this game.
Yeah,
it's. Who knows? But Powell, I do kind of like.
Powell's good because he gets some shots up.
I'm getting confused because he's a first quarter scorer now for me.
Okay, I honestly haven't looked into
it's like because all right. So I've been looking at they'll throw them 4.5. You know what I mean? So I want those. Does that make sense? Those guys. So he's a 4.5 guy that I don't think should be a 4.5 guy. Now do you see what I'm saying? So every time I see his name, I think, oh yeah, get Powell. But it's like I have no idea what he does after the first.
Yeah.
I just know that it's they run fast and he scores 5 points. Shouldn't be 5.5 or it should be 4.5. But San Antonio, the problem with them though is the pace. That was the big X I had in this game. The pace. They're second slowest in the NBA to the Knicks.
Not great.
One of two teams under 100 possessions per game, which is bad.
Yeah, I didn't bet this one. I kind of liked Harden assists, but because we're getting 9.5 now instead of 10.5, but it's minus 118. And then if you want to take 10.5, that's only plus 110. So no, I didn't bet it. I got nothing.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we can probably move on to the football game. I'll be honest with you. I think it might be all right, though. It kind of ruined my morning whenever I read that the rain could be an issue here. I
didn't hear that until right now. I always forget to check weather, which is admittedly a miss on my end.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's supposed to be pouring rain. It's so bad early because it's afternoon, early evening rain that it could get delayed, could be a lightning delay. I am hoping for a delay. We could get a delay, but the other part of it is it's not going to rain the whole game. Like a lot of this game will be played dry. And for that reason, I went right after DeAndre Hopkins, 5+ receptions, plus 171 with a boost at Ballybet. I think he's involved. I really do. I just think that they didn't go get him for nothing. If you watch the first half of that game last week, that they want him. Like they want him to be a thing. And then he didn't get targeted at all. At all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. You
Sorry,
winning?
I was taking a drink. Sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to disagree with you on Hopkins. I just went chalk and I went right back to Kelsey. 7+
Yeah.
receptions plus one. I got it at 160. It's 150 now. I'd still take it there. I mean, like since Rashee Rice got hurt, he's gotten 7+ receptions in 3 of 4 games. The Bucs defense is a defense that you want to target tight ends against. 3rd most receiving yards on the year since week 3. The most receiving yards to tight ends. That I know I'm saying I'm taking it for receptions, but to me, Kelsey's a receptions guy, not a yards guy, which is why that's where I went with. The rain part of that makes me nervous. I honestly, that wasn't part of my analysis on this. But Kelsey can catch 7 balls in the rain, so we're good.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think that both of these two teams have the lowest ADOT in the NFL. So theoretically, rain shouldn't really affect their pass game too much.
True.
The Bucs are gonna, like Baker Mayfield's going to throw it to the running backs out of the backfield all night.
And the tight end.
Yeah, and he's going to get the tight end too. He does. Kate Otten does like tight end screens. So you could go 6+ receptions for Otten. We'll see what that's going to be.
Plus 115 at Hard Rock, plus 105 at Bet365, minus money everywhere else.
Jesus.
So the books are on it.
Yep, they know. I wouldn't go much higher than 6 on him, so you really can't.
Plus 110 at Valley Bet.
At Valley Bet, yeah, I'd probably go over there before that's over. I think he can catch 6 balls.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have to. The running backs, though, I'll be honest with you, the Bucky Irving.
Is he going to play?
I don't know. He's got some sort of turf toe, camel toe, something. So I don't know. Whatever he's got, it's not great.
Did you ever watch the league?
No. Was it?
Okay.
The fantasy football league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great show. They had a bit about turf toe. That's the only thing I think of when I hear turf toe now. That basically how it's like a soft injury and it's not real.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's real.
Yeah,
but I've never had turf toe, and I've heard people they have a real problem with turf toe. So maybe I shouldn't say that. That's not nice.
No. I think that's the joke, is that it's like one of the most painful injuries. It feels like your toe is like being ripped out of its socket.
Yeah.
So like, dude, it's your toe. Like, you're fine.
I just think this is more like a nagging thing for him. And
yeah.
If anything, maybe it means that you throw the ball to him and let Rashid White handle some more carries. That wasn't how it worked last week, but I think White fumbled in that game.
And White, I feel like, kind of stinks.
Yeah, I know, but everyone's saying that, but he's still playing. So I mean,
yeah, that's the problem. They love him.
That's my problem with like the whole, this guy is going to be playing over that guy because he's better, blah, blah, blah. It's like, whoa, pump the brakes. This is not an exercise in finding out who's better. This is what do the coaches think? Because they're going to actually matter. But in everybody's defense, week 1, it was a 70-30 split. And by week 7, it was 48-35-20 between Tucker. Somehow Tucker's now involved. But last week it was 56%, 42, 10% snaps.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because maybe Bucky 4 receptions plus 220.
Could be.
I'm not a running back receptions guy.
See, I kind of am.
Okay.
The only bet I won yesterday was I took Achane. I took him all the way up to 7. He got 8. Like, that was the only reason that kept me afloat yesterday. 7+ receptions, like plus 550, no big deal. To me, I like Otten better. I like Otten yards. I feel like I get it. The rain, low ADOT, all that stuff. Baker's either throwing short to the running backs or he's chucking it deep to anybody else. He's not a short yardage guy outside of the running back. Anecdotally, from me watching him play football, that's what I think. So I went 60+ yards for Cade Otten.
Well, I think receivers are completely out of the question tonight.
Correct. We didn't even know who's playing.
Yeah. So, I mean, McMillan, no thanks. Any of those guys, Trey Palmer, any of them.
No chance.
But like White 5 catches plus 180 at Caesars. I'm telling you, I think that they'll let you dump it off, and Baker will.
And he will, yeah.
So 5+ is plus 180. 4+ for Bucky is what? 220 at Caesars.
Yeah, 5+ for Bucky's not. He's done that in 4
No,
games
4
this
plus.
year. Like
4
you
plus
just
for Bucky's plus 2.
that. Sorry. I meant 5+ for White. That's what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. Like because when the Bucs have to throw, it's like it's check down city to Rashad White. Even like last 2 games, 48% of the snaps, 56% of the snaps, 6 receptions, 5 receptions.
Yep. And he had 5 against Denver, 6 against Washington.
Yeah. I might be talking myself into Rashad White, but like I said, I took Ott in yards. I got him 60+ at plus 140. That's my official play. Tight end, national tight end is just it's 1 extra week. People don't know that, but they extended it to Monday Night Football tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ladder this guy all the way up?
No, I took Kelsey 7+. I took Otten 60+, and that's it. Tonight I did not feel as though it's a ladder kind of game.
8+ for Otten, plus 380. Plus
Could do that.
25 at Fliff.
If you're going to ladder anything for Otten, it would be receptions over yards.
Yeah. I went to the yards for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
All right. I might throw together a cross-sport parlay, and Otten would be involved. Probably 8 receptions.
8? There you go.
Yeah, maybe 9.
Weren't we supposed to put together a parlay?
Yeah, we were starting to, but then we didn't. That always happens.
Yeah.
Dude. It's just, I mean, I guess we could do, it would have to be at Caesars because I would just go Otten 9+ receptions. I'd go Bucky 4 and Rashad White 5 and just see what that is. Or just go, so basically you're building it like you would build a DFS lineup.
Yeah.
You're taking things that probably shouldn't go together just because they're all on the same team. Like how many, like there's only so many receptions that can happen. But if you did, here, I'll do it right now. I'm doing it right now on the back end. If we did, oh, did I win money? I have more money in there than I thought I had. I was like, maybe I won something I forgot about. Yeah, so take Rashad White up to 5. I'm going to see what they do for negative correlation here. That's why. That's the only reason I'm here. So 5 or 6+ at 350. Bucky catches 5. So somehow 11 receptions go to just those 2.
It could happen.
And then Cade shows up at 9. So 20 completions we've accounted for between 3 people on the same team. 3-leg parlay, 100 gets you $4,500.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely never do that.
But you mean 100 on that is a little diabolical, but you could do like not 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's just too many receptions.
Yeah, it's like when you do like more than 2 anytime touchdown plays in the same game. Like you just have to predict the script perfectly.
Yeah, and that's what you're trying to do.
That. Yeah.
So there is that, but
I'm quickly putting together our favorite NBA bets and just seeing what that parlay gets to us. We're doing Schroeder double-double, Jalen Duren double-double, Trae Young 30+ points. We'll go with, who else do we like? Oh, we'll go with Deuce. Let's see. Are they giving us Deuce 15+ points? Nope, they're not. That means that he's definitely scoring 15+.
Easily.
Where are we going? We went Kyrie. I think Kyrie you have to take 30+, which is fine. Kyrie can do that. Just those 4 plus 4,600 odds. Duren double-double, Young 30+ points, Schroeder 10+ assists, Kyrie Irving 20+ points. Not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I think we kind of attacked this slate. I feel pretty good about it. Like I said, I think that I think Hopkins is very involved. I was watching. So all 22. Somebody had strung together a bunch of them. A bunch of last week his routes.
Yeah,
he was legitimately like wide open all the time. It was like, oh my god, like I forgot. Because what you got to think about too is he's been playing with Will Levis in like Tennessee.
Yeah, or Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, and they're they lose. Like it's losing football. Now it's Patrick Mahomes. And
is that guy good? Mahomes?
Yeah, like they could win a 3rd Super Bowl in a row
Yeah.
You have to think of what that does for your motivation if you're a guy like Nook. You know what I mean? Like he is a great. Like he's probably an all-time great.
Yeah.
I don't know about Hall of Fame or anything like that, but like I know that he was like one of the best in the NFL for a good stretch. So now that guy at the end of his career could be washed. What if he's not?
He couldn't also not.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he's not? Like, what if he's not washed? What if he's just now motivated? And it turns out this whole time he just wasn't really motivated.
I wouldn't be either if Will Levis was throwing me.
Yeah, we've all worked at shitty places. You show up there and you're saying, "Oh, whatever." You know what I mean? Like that could have been what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The film nerds said he looked good. So.
Yeah, like he was wide open. Like it was crazy. You're like, oh shit. So now this week, full week of practice, knows the playbook now, and they know like what he was getting open. You know what I'm saying? They have film.
They know he can get open.
Yeah, like it might be a feed him, get him 10 receptions. Like what if he caught 10 balls tonight?
That'd be plus like what 2,000 probably.
That's not that crazy. Like if you really think about it, like you really got to think about it. But like,
I mean, look at what Juju did before he got hurt.
Yeah, 8+ receptions is plus 1,100.
Yeah, there you go.
That is not out of the. That's not that crazy to me. I'm sorry, it's just not, dude. So I took his 5. I don't know. I mean, 7+ plus 575, 6+ plus 295, 5+ plus 140. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's involved. That's all I'm saying. I think he's definitely involved in the Bucs. Might be hard to run on.
They are hard to run on. That's definitely true.
So there is that. But all right, man. I think we've done enough damage for the day. I'm going to go ahead and put together some more stuff. Get ready for my stream at 4. We're going to use the tools at Odds Jam to kind of bring some shit home. Get ready for Election Day tomorrow, which there's basically no sports. So I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I got to figure that out as well.
Yep.
Lot to think about. So we got to really go in tonight. Got to really go in because, like I said, get on your Score app right now and look at tomorrow. There is no NBA at all. Obviously, no NFL. There's a couple college football games and there's some college basketball. That's it. And some hockey for your hockey guys.
So, hockey, yeah.
I think we need to kind of get loose today, like immediately. But all right.
Feels like a lot of winners on the screen here.
They're all over the screen, dude. Littered with just bangers. Jalen Durant double plus 145. Trae Young 30+ points plus 125. Schroeder 9+ assists plus 115. Terry Rozier 18+ points plus 140. Kyrie Irving over 26.5 points plus 121. D-Hop 5+ receptions plus 142. Kelsey 7+ receptions plus 150, and Otten 60+ receiving yards plus 120. That's pretty good. I mean, we went on almost an hour there, so we should have a pocket full of bets.
True.
I feel like we do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for everybody, thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. You can find Matt Modi at Jedi Modi on Twitter, also on YouTube. Go check him out. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. And as for me, I'm Slop Rules on Twitter. You probably already follow me there. If you don't, do that now. And what am I? Slop Rules on YouTube as well. So you're on my channel right now. So if you like it, subscribe, get the notifications on. You don't want to miss this stuff. You know how it goes. We'll see you back again on Wednesday. I think, Modi, you're out for the rest of the week, though. Right?
Yep, I'm out. Rest of the week, I'm out.
Partying. I like it. I'll see if I can grab a couple guests. Maybe I can go by myself. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Could get wild.
Yep, could get out of control. Have a great one, guys.